Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, you guys know the deal on this channel, man. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, holding these guys to a standard. And in this video, man, I want to shout out to my man Carlos Rivera, a subscriber. He reached out to me and requested asked if I could do a video on Jalen Brunson, the pay cut that Jalen Brunson took. And I was going to do a video on this, and I got a little sidetracked I wanted to do the other day. So shout out to Carlos Rivera, man. Thank you for your support, man. And this was a great video request. And he also mentioned LeBron James in the comment as it relates to LeBron James never taking pay cuts his entire career, basically, essentially. But now they want to say LeBron James took a pay cut 21 years later. We're going to talk about this video, man. Shout out to Jalen Brunson, man. Like I said, man, we're going to talk about this video. And I want to thank you guys, man. Everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, you know the deal, man. I am truly humbled by all the support. This is why I thank you guys in every video I do, essentially, because it means a lot, man. The channel has grown, and like I said, just people sharing the stories and the comments that you guys leave for me, man. Like I said, man, it means a lot, man. Sometimes you guys are going to bring a tear to my eye, man. I tell you the guys all the time, man. So for real, man, I'm glad you guys appreciate, the things I talk about, and not just the sports videos, but like a lot of the fitness stuff that I do, man. So thank you very much, guys, and much respect to all you guys. You guys know that I'm not here for the money, right? I'm not here for the money or the fame, man. So thank you. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, I want to shout out to Carlos Rivera, man. Thank you for requesting this video. Thank you for all your support, man. And, yes, man, you're on the money. Jalen Brunson, if you guys don't know, the thumbnail of this video is the picture of Jalen Brunson and the breakdown of his numbers and, how much he sacrificed and how much he's getting paid and how much money he may have lost out on. And, when I first saw this, I immediately thought of LeBron James. I'm not going to lie, guys. I immediately thought about LeBron James because, let's be honest, man, Jalen Brunson's nowhere near the level of superstardom or, public figure LeBron James has been throughout his career. I mean, just even from LeBron James, the minute he walked in the league, this man was giving cars and throwing money at him and all these endorsements, all this stuff. That's not Jalen Brunson. And LeBron James never seemed to understand that all these years this man's been in the league, he continued to sign max contracts. He continued to handcuff his franchises, force them to trade away their draft picks, trade away their young talent, all to fit people around LeBron James. And the nerve of this man to do this all while asking for max money. That's a dirtbag move. You want these teams to make all these sacrifices. You have LeBron James fans saying these teams don't do anything for him. But LeBron James never sacrificed money, dollars, as far as an NBA contract goes, to make the team better, to help the team out, to help himself out. Never did these things. So when I saw Jalen Brunson taking that pay cut, I immediately thought, wow, that's really cool of Jalen Brunson to do something like that. Now, I don't know Jalen Brunson personally. I don't know his background. I don't know what, I know his father played in the NBA. He wasn't like a big-time player or anything like that. So I don't know how he grew up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he had more money than the average person. Maybe he had more money than LeBron James growing up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these things. But what I do know, when he takes a pay cut like that, what it shows is that he's not all about the money. And listen, man, and I get all that. And I get the whole thing. I saw Paul Pierce knocking Jalen Brunson for taking the pay cut. And Paul Pierce, you got nerve knocking somebody for taking a pay cut. And once again, talking down on Jalen Brunson because, oh, man, he's giving up all this money. And he's saying, oh, man, you're not guaranteed to win a championship. So why would you give away the money? Because you don't know if you're going to win and blah, 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 blah. Once again, Paul Pierce, you make no sense. You're over here talking about someone else's money. Meanwhile, you're on Undisputed. You're on all these TV shows. Why? I guess you didn't take care of your money, Paul Pierce. You are a much bigger star than Jalen Brunson. And how much money did you make in your career, Paul Pierce? Why the hell are you on TV right now? Right? You do a lot of weird stuff, Paul Pierce. You probably ain't spending your money right. A lot of these ex-NBA players, if you guys haven't noticed, they didn't make as much money as we thought they may have made, or they didn't take care of their money the way they should have. So what do you see now? A lot of these ex-NBA players, now they're trying to come onto YouTube, onto our space, the people's space, and get paid on YouTube. And they want people to donate to their YouTube channels. And they want to put out videos all about clickbait and all this stuff, just for the money and the views, for the fame. Ex-NBA players, these guys have made millions of dollars, man. Way more money than any of us will ever see. But yet these guys are on YouTube now? Something don't add up. What it shows me and what it makes me think of is a lot of these guys ain't take care of their money. So they made $100 million, $200 million, $300 million, whatever the case may be. And now they have to come out here and do these TV shows, these podcasts. They have to do this stuff. Why? Because they didn't take care of their money. Do you see Michael Jordan out here doing podcasts, or Magic Johnson out here selling stuff to you? You see Magic Johnson out here doing all this nonsense? Trying to make videos for views? No. A lot of these guys that play in the NBA that made a lot of money, man, they didn't take care of them. They were not smart with their money, because a lot of these guys are idiots. And they spend their money on nonsensical things, man. Cars and women and houses. All this materialism. That's what runs these guys' life. So someone like Paul Pierce couldn't understand someone like Jalen Brunson taking a pay cut. And that's immediately what I thought about when Paul Pierce made these statements. See, a lot of people who have that don't have that mindset like Jalen Brunson, apparently, they don't get it. When I talk on my channel that it's not about the money or the fame for me, a lot of people don't get that. They really think that I'm here for money. They think I'm here for views and other stuff. So sometimes all people come up to me, or not come to me, but they'll say in my comment section, unsub from you, man, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Unsub from me. It don't matter whether I had 1 subscriber or 100,000 subscribers. Nothing would change for me. You guys have probably noticed this. I don't change because Gilbert Arenas comes to our live show on Sunday. I don't give a damn. Gilbert Arenas means nothing to me because he has not earned the respect from me, because he hasn't carried himself with any class or honor or integrity. The things he says are idiotic, man. So I don't respect him. So I'm going to come at him the way that I come at everybody else, man. Nothing changes. I'm not fake, man. I'm real. And people know I've never been about the money. Never been about the money. It ain't about that. And for Jalen Brunson, it seems like he wants to help the Knicks help him. And see, that's what it's about. Sometimes people will think that these guys are taking pay cuts to help the franchise out. It has nothing to do with the New York Knicks franchise per se. It's about helping himself. He's trying to put himself in a better position to be successful on the basketball court. And I don't see why that's a problem. Did Jalen Brunson give $113 million or $100 million, whatever the case may be? Yeah, he may have on the contract, the paper contract. But how do we know that Jalen Brunson's not getting money on endorsements or from some other area? We don't know what's going on behind the scenes with some of these guys. The money's everywhere now. It's so easy for these guys to make money now. Everybody has a shoe, right? Everyone has their own clothing line almost. Everyone's selling something now. So we don't know what kind of money Jalen Brunson is making behind the scenes or some other stuff that he's doing on the side here. Do we know these things? No, we don't. I mean, hell, Jimmy Butler was selling coffee during the COVID bubble. Selling coffee. We don't know where these guys are making their money. So for Jalen Brunson to take a pay cut, once again, it shows that he's trying to put himself in a better position to be successful on the basketball court. He's trying to help the Knicks help him. And once again, he's showing what kind of person he is. I'm sure he's earned a lot of respect from a lot of the New York fans out there, from the people. But someone like Paul Pierce will say, how dare you take a pay cut, and you're stupid for taking a pay cut and you're not going to get that money back. How do you know he's not going to get that money back? Like I said, how do you know he's not making that money on the side right now? I don't get these guys, man. Everyone's always worried about everybody else's money. For Paul Pierce to come in and make these statements, and I'm sure there's been other people that say things about Jalen Brunson taking a pay cut and what that could possibly mean. But once again, he's earning the respect by doing these things, because he's showing and proving it's not just about the money for him, and it's not just about how much he can make during his career. He actually wants to win. He wants to be remembered as a winner. And look, think about this. The New York Knicks have not been relevant, guys. I mean, they have not been relevant since the 90s, man. People could say whatever they want about the Carmelo Anthony Knicks. They were not relevant. They were not relevant like the New York Knicks with Patrick Ewing and back in the day. That was the last real time the Knicks were actually formidable, was in the 90s. So think about what Jalen Brunson could accomplish in New York if the Knicks can be successful. Remember, this season, just this past season, the New York Knicks went to the second round for consecutive seasons for the first time in like 30 years, guys. In like 30 years. So obviously this franchise is starving for some kind of consistency, some kind of competitiveness. They need someone to get behind. And it looks like that guy's going to be Jalen Brunson. So now the Knicks have been able to bring a Markel Bridges in. They've been able to re-sign OG Anunoby. They lost Hartenstein, which I'm not too thrilled about, but whatever. So when we think about the team, and we think about the success they've had over the last couple seasons, and we think about the way that Jalen Brunson played. Now, the flip side of this, I guess him giving up some of this money, so to speak, or him taking less money, is the injury risk here. We all get that, right? You never know what's going to happen tomorrow, and that's the thing, though, guys. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know. Life is unpredictable. You could be dead tomorrow. I could drop dead making this video. You don't know. So you live every day like it's your last, essentially, man. I'm not talking about in everything that we do, but these are some things you have to think about, man. Your injuries, things need to happen. You can't be worried about that stuff. All you can do is go out there, give your effort, man. And once again, earn the respect of the people, earn the respect of your peers, right? And have some pride and be a true competitor. That's all we want, these guys to be true competitors, to show up to work, to give that level of effort. That's all we want. These guys to play with the love of the game. These guys are making money, man. Jalen Brunson signed for what, $153 million or whatever he signed for? So him giving up money, yeah, okay, he might give up money, but the man got $153 million. I mean, my goodness. If someone gave me $153 million over the course of several years, right? And I was getting chunks of money at a time, and I made $153 million over the course of 4 years, let's say. That's not enough money for you? That's not enough money for people. You see what I'm saying, man? Once again, people living beyond their means. These professional athletes, they live beyond their means. That's all they think about. Think about someone like James Harden. He's a complete piece of garbage, a dirtbag, a low-class individual. But this man continues to get all this money. And what does he do with his money? Does he do anything good with the money? No, he's out there doing this and doing that. Nonsensical things, man. The man does not care about the game of basketball. He doesn't care about the fans. He cares about nothing, once again, but himself. There's a lot of guys like that in the NBA right now, man. James Harden's a complete piece of garbage as far as I'm concerned, man. Once again, so you're a low-integrity, low-class individual. I have no respect for James Harden, man, and his work ethic or lack of work ethic. This guy, I tell you, he's more worried about what he's going to do after the game, where he's going after the game, where he's going to spend his money after the game, than he is about actually playing the game. And James Harden has fans. People actually support James Harden. Think about that. People actually support that clown. And they don't care how much money he's made, the way he's cheated the league, cheated the game, cheated the fans. None of this stuff. The way he comes into the season out of shape. Don't give no effort on defense, no leadership, no heart from James Harden, and he's been known as a complete playoff choker throughout his entire career. But the man still getting all this money, though. Kawhi Leonard getting all this money, never on the court. Look how much money Paul George has got. The man's a playoff choker. Jalen Brunson a greater performer than Paul George in the postseason already. And Jalen Brunson is a more respected player than those guys that I just named already. So shout out to Jalen Brunson for taking less money, for trying to help the New York Knicks build something around him. He's trying to help them help him. It ain't about helping them. It's about helping them help him. And once again, Jalen Brunson can make this money up down the line. Once again, we don't know about health, but no one ever knows about health. You never know. You never know. Kobe Bryant ruptures Achilles. Kevin Durant ruptures Achilles. Right? Derrick Rose blew his knee out. Grant Hill's ankles. Penny Hardaway. Like all these guys. Bill Walton's feet. You never know what's going to happen. Greg Oden. Yao Ming. Tracy McGrady. There have been many great players. Reggie Lewis. Len Bias. There have been many tragedies for NBA players. There have been many NBA players that have gotten hurt. But once again, guys, all you're left with at the end of everything is what? Your legacy, how you're remembered, and what people think about you. All that's left. The money, all that stuff is going to come and go, man. So once again, shout out to the New York Knicks. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. I don't even like James Dolan. I can't stand that dirtbag. I would have wished, the only thing that I would have said about Jalen Brunson not taking the money is I would have taken the money just to screw with Dolan. Because screw that dude, man. He's a piece of garbage, James Dolan. Once again, he's low integrity, low class individual. But he's got money. He's got money though, right? So remember, it don't matter how much money you have or how much money you could have if you ain't got the other things. And people respect Jalen Brunson. The New Yorkers, they're behind Jalen Brunson. They respect him. And once again, now he's showing that it's not just about the money for him, that he wants to build something there, and he wants to try to put himself in a position to be successful. The New York Knicks, man, like I said, they've been irrelevant for a long, long time, man. Haven't won a championship since the 70s. The 70s, guys. So shout out to Carlos Rivera for asking about this video, for talking about this, for asking me to do a video on this. Paul Pierce, listen, man, and I like Paul Pierce too, man, but some of these guys, they're idiots. They just say nonsense. Like, why would you knock Jalen Brunson and make it all about the money, man? It's not what it's about for a lot of these people, man. Once again, Jalen Brunson could make it up in endorsements and other things. We don't know what's going on. The man plays in New York City. There's money all over the place in that area. He'll get money. He will get money. And the fact that he got 153 million or whatever it was, he's doing all right, man. These guys are a bunch of goofs. These guys get all this money and they can't hold on to it. But then they want us to respect them. They want us to feel bad for these guys. Come on, man. And listen, things happen, tragedies happen. We've seen guys go homeless. We've all heard about the Delonte West story. Some of these guys, man. So we know bad things happen. Once again, man, no one's above this kind of stuff. Money comes and goes, y'all. Remember that. You never know what's gonna happen, man. You guys remember that movie called Trading Places? I don't know if you guys remember that movie from the 80s with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. The entire premise of that movie is literally you never know what's gonna happen, man. 1 minute you could be riding high, right? You could be on the top of the world. Everything's going great, and you wake up in the morning and all of a sudden your life is completely changed. Completely changed, flipped upside down. If you haven't seen that movie, Trading Places, go check it out. It's a hilarious movie, man. It's a comedy, man. But it's real also, man. You never know. Money ain't everything, man. Remember that. It's not. So shout out to Jalen Brunson once again. You guys know the deal on this channel, man. You know the deal. I'll catch you guys on the next one.